Hey, what's up everybody? Today we are test driving the Ford Falcon XR8 from 2006.
2015, Nick.
Are you sure?
No, but we were told it's the 2015 XR8 Falcon.
What does it say on the rego?
2015.
Okay, so we're driving the 2015 Ford Falcon XR8.
It's got 450-ish horsepower.
It has a lot of horsepower.
5-litre supercharged V8. It's the Ford Coyote motor.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that motor is that they put the supercharger in upside down.
Yeah, for some reason they decided to suck air from the back and underneath and blow it out the top into an airbox down runners into the engine. Really weird.
Actually, I must say, it works quite well.
It's not a bad little motor. It's got plenty of grunt and it does make some good noises.
Oh, that is, yeah, this engine sounds phenomenal. And because it doesn't have a bimodal exhaust, you get that phenomenal engine sound all the time.
It does have a bimodal exhaust, just it's from 2006, so you get that noise all the time.
Okay, great.
Inside it is just pure Falcon, isn't it? Like it's a stock standard Falcon with leather seats.
Yeah, when I was getting the sales pitch from the sales guy, he told me that they've spent all of the money on the engineering of the driveline and the engine, and they saved on the interior, and that is quite apparent.
It's very obvious. They claim it's got the suspension and brakes and driveline from the old FPV GTP Falcon.
I gotta say, the brakes on this are very, very good.
Yes. Yeah, there's certainly nothing wrong with its ability to stop and go.
No, and in all fairness, this does go around bends quite well.
It's not bad. The suspension is very hard and not very compliant, and it's a little bit skitterish.
Well, see, I was going to say that it was skittish, but what I think I noticed is that this car, they've made it feel lighter than it is.
It definitely feels a lot lighter. I mean, it's still a 1700 kilo Falcon.
But it doesn't feel like that. This
No.
doesn't feel like a big heavy boat.
Yeah, it does feel quite agile on the road. And it certainly will straighten out a twisty bit of road without a problem.
But you see, if I'm getting a big, meaty sedan, I don't want it to feel light and nimble. I want it to feel big and meaty, which this doesn't.
I think all cars should feel light and nimble.
That's because you like hot hatches.
I just like cars that are fun and engaging to drive. And this is, for all its flaws, and it has many, quite an engaging car to drive.
I'll give you that. You do, you don't have to push it too hard to be able to start having fun.
Yeah, and there's an element of fear in driving this car. Like it's a Falcon, like it's a really basic Falcon designed to have a straight six with a really big V8 that makes lots of horsepower and isn't fantastic at putting it to the road. And there's kind of a little thought in the back of your head that it may just try and kill you. Which is what I want from a big Aussie V8 muscle car.
Yeah, I mean, given how everybody knows how much I love the Clubsport, I feel that this isn't really a fair comparison.
Oh, not at all. This is 69,500. Clubsports are 105 plus, and this would get steamrolled by a Clubsport.
Well, you say that. I think, and I honestly believe this, that in a straight line side by side, this might actually beat an HSV in a straight line.
You reckon?
I reckon it might.
Ooh, now that'd be something. But in terms of easy to drive fast, the Clubby was way easier to drive fast than this.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, that's pretty quick, but I could feel the traction control working hard when that Clubsport would have just squatted and gone with no fuss.
Economy in this car.
Who cares? It's got 450 horsepower.
Because it's consumer advice, Moppy, and that's what we're all about.
Okay.
It's consumer advice for the wonderful people that watch our videos. So, the average economy that we managed in this car was 17.2 litres per 100 kilometres, which, if you want to put that into real world statistics, we managed to drive 392 kilometres on a tank of gas that cost $124.
But that's $124 of potential fun.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but that's still very expensive motoring. I think what we need to do now is go and pick up an HSV Clubsport, put them side by side, and weigh it up and find a winner, because there's going to be one.
I think that's a bloody good idea.
Let's do that. Okay people, pull out the popcorn, we're going to start a war on Facebook. We have to decide a winner between these two cars.
This is like Jim Beam versus Southern Comfort.
It's a lot of rivalry.
It's Ford versus Holden. One's blue, one's red.
I actually like that one's red and one's blue. Anyway. Okay, so people, what we have to decide. We'll go through, we'll make our choices and we'll tally it up at the end. Exterior styling.
I like the sleeper looks, but the Clubsport wins.
Clubsport wins, hands down, it looks brilliant. Performance.
On paper, very equal. The Clubsport is just easier to drive faster.
It's easier to drive faster. 0 to 100, I think it's just got it. But overall,
I'll give it to the Clubsport.
Give it to the Clubsport. Interior.
Oh, the Clubsport by a long shot. This is a basic Falcon inside. This has got lots of nice HSV extras.
And that was made in 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Holden all day. Lots of features, lots of shiny knobs and dials, and Holden all day.
Price, an important one.
Very important. You win by $35,000.
It's quite significant.
It's very significant.
So Ford wins on 1 point and Holden just smashes it everywhere else.
So basically, the Holden wins. Now the ultimate question is really going to be, which would you have?
This is the more sophisticated car. The Clubsport is better in every way, but it's so boring to drive because it's so sophisticated and so fast. I'd take the XR8.
Well, because I'm sophisticated and good looking and whatever else Moppy said, I'm going to go with the Holden. Okay guys, please like and subscribe. Have fun in the comment section below.
Looking forward to seeing your arguments.
And we've got plenty more of these videos coming, so please do stay tuned.
Just driven.